Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly for pricing, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Today, we're discussing a lovely and versatile watch launched in 2018, but it celebrates a model line that was originally conceived in 1904. This is the Cartier Santos Medium gem set with 206 brilliant diamonds, and yet it is a stainless steel watch, an unconventional combination of gems and steel. The idea of a steel watch with diamonds was unheard of prior to the 1990s, and it's still rare today. Now, of course, the Cartier Santos was conceived by Louis Cartier for his friend, Brazilian aviator Alberto Santos Dumont, during a period when Santos Dumont was flying around Paris with dirigibles, rigid airships. So, using both hands to control these unwieldy machines, he could not reach into his pocket to grab a pocket watch. The solution was a wristwatch, so even as he had his hands on the controls, he could look at his wrist and reference the time. Louis Cartier, in the process, created the world's first pilot's watch, and by a huge margin. It was also one of the first sports watches, and frankly, in 1904, one of the very first wristwatches, too. Today, we don't necessarily consider it to be a pilot's watch, but it does have that heritage, and it remains quite sporty. This medium size is 35.5 millimeters across, not including the crown guards and the crown, 9 millimeters thick, and 42 millimeters from lug tip to lug tip. And this is a mid-size, not a ladies' watch. There are smaller Cartier watches if you are shopping strictly for a woman. You could see on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, it actually wears just fine. Because it is an integrated bracelet steel sports watch, it sits a little bit larger. Non-round watches, especially when a bracelet is integrated, have a quality of looking a little bit bigger than they are, and I'd say this wears like a 38 millimeter round watch. It's low enough to fit underneath the cuff, no issues there. I could recommend it for a wrist as small as about 13.5 centimeters circumference. Now, if you want to wear it on a smaller wrist, that's possible. The watch comes with a secondary strap. So there's a leather strap that comes with this watch. And while the bracelet has a little bit of rigidity, see how I can pull it straight down? With the strap, you get more flexibility. Now, the watch uses something that Cartier debuted on the Santos in 2018. We have Quick Switch and Smart Link. This is Quick Switch, and it allows you to use nothing more than your fingernail to remove the bracelet, remove the strap, swap between them, and change the look of your watch. You want to go in the water? Bracelet. You want to perhaps dress up in formal attire? Strap. It's that simple. Now, you can also appreciate that the Smart Link system gives you many individual removable links. You can see each one of these lozenge-shaped actuators on the underside of the bracelet releases a removable link. So you can actually remove the link, reassemble the bracelet, and size it entirely without tools. I'll see if I have enough nail to activate one of these. They are spring-loaded, which makes them wonderful to use because the little retaining bar pops right out. And then Cartier, clearly understanding that people lose little pieces, ensured that this component could not separate from the link. So while you can pull it out enough to remove the link from the bracelet, you can't pull it out all the way, so you can't lose the piece. On the reverse side of the watch, you can see it's automatic and it's 100 meters water resistant. What you can't see is that it is also highly anti-magnetic, having a high degree of magnetic resistance. The movement inside is Cartier manufactured caliber 1847, which is basically a drop-in replacement for an ETA 2892A2, but designed and built by Cartier. It has a automatic winding 42-hour power reserve. It has a hacking or stop seconds function. It pivots on 23 joules. It beats away at 8 beats per second, and it uses Edichron for fine timing adjustments and beat error correction, which means it can be adjusted quite precisely indeed. There's a little spinel cabochon on the crown. The crown is both polished and faceted. You could see one of the changes from the pre-2018 Santos and post-2018, this little waterfall-like profile to the inner bezel. That would have been just rounded off and straight across the base of the dial. It's extended here to create a visual transition into the bracelets. That's one of the changes that was made in 2018. We also have quite a few gorgeous gems. So 206 diamonds, brilliant cut, for 0.64 carats on the bezel. The dial features a traditional set of radially arrayed, transferred Roman numerals, including a watchmaker's 4. You can see the Cartier secret signature and the V of the Roman numeral 7. We have broadsword-style hands, and you can see that hacking seconds function again. The full-size version of this watch has a date, but the mid-size does not. Some people will find the symmetry pleasing. Others will step up to a bigger case size to have the date, but the watch has a very balanced dial indeed. The watch is also a great choice if you want something that gives you a bit of richness, but without the ostentation of colored gold, rose, or yellow. This is a watch for smaller wrists, those with a taste for more compact timepieces, and those who prefer the irony of combining a base metal with precious gems. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for pricing details.